The first official images from Avengers Doomsday just dropped. At D23 last weekend, Marvel revealed 2 posters featuring concept art of the movie, its characters, and the tone we can expect. It's exactly like what we saw back at San Diego Comic-Con 2017 when Marvel gave us those early posters for Avengers Infinity War. Remember those? The ones that showed Thanos for the first time, plus Cap in his Nomad suit? Well, now we've got that same kind of hype moment with Avengers Doomsday. Not just one piece of art, but 2, that we're gonna break down right here in this video. But before we jump in, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any updates. Alright, let's zoom in on the first one. At the top, we've got Alien, the devourer of worlds from the void at the end of time. We saw him back in Loki season 1 and again in Deadpool and Wolverine. Now look over here, we've got Professor Xavier, and surrounding him, we see a mix of Earth 616 heroes alongside characters from the Fox X-Men films. Xavier, Magneto, Nightcrawler, and more. Then we got the new Avengers lineup. Sentry, Yelena Belova, Bucky, US Agent, Reed Richards, yep, that's Pedro Pascal's version. Thor, Mystique, Red Guardian, Beast Ghost, and Baku from Wakanda, plus the Fantastic Four and Ant-Man, and standing in front of all of them, Loki, literally holding the strands of the multiverse in his hands, as if he's the one leading this army of heroes from across realities. Even Sam Wilson and US Agent are side by side, but interestingly, US Agent is wearing a Cap suit, not the Thunderbolts uniform we saw in the post-credits. That's odd. And then front and center we see Dr. Doom. And this Dr. Doom design is wild. It's Robert Downey Jr. without the mask. His face looks burned, scarred, almost corpse-like. He's wearing Doom's classic hood and armor, but instead of the usual scars we know from the comics, he looks half dead, holding what seems to be a black hole or maybe a Green Event Horizon-style singularity in his hand. Part of his face is darker, either from the hood's shadow or even more severe burns. But it's clearly him, no mask. Which honestly makes sense since they cast Downey Jr. It feels like Marvel's following the same Infinity War playbook. Assemble every major hero against one massive villain with Loki and the multiverse at the core, and that connects directly. Back to Avengers Endgame. Remember, this entire multiverse saga only exists because of what went down in Endgame. When the Avengers time traveled, Tony Stark explained that changing the past doesn't alter your own future. It creates alternate timelines. They hammered that point home. But then Hulk's clumsy stairwell incident screwed up Stark's attempt to grab the Tesseract. Loki grabbed it, escaped, and that created a branched timeline. That's where Loki season 1 picks up, introducing the TVA, He Who Remains, the death of He Who Remains, and the rise of Kang. That moment broke the sacred timeline and unleashed the multiverse, which gave us all of Phase 4, No Way Home, Multiverse of Madness, Quantumania, Loki Season 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, and now it's all leading to Avengers Doomsday. The chain reaction started with Hulk and a set of stairs, and it's ending with the biggest multiversal showdown Marvel's ever attempted. Honestly, it's pretty clear the movie's gonna tie back to Endgame on purpose, especially with Loki leading the charge and Downey Jr. back as Doom. Drop a comment. Did you already catch that connection? Now, let's check out the second poster. And honestly, this one's even crazier. We see Magneto, this time looking more like Ian McKellen, Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange in a different outfit, Namor, Mystique, and even a Sentinel fighting both Thor. And Captain Marvel Deadpool's right in the middle. Shuri, Ant-Man, Pedro Pascal's Reed Richards, Ms. Marvel, Wolverine battling Sam Wilson's Captain America. It's absolute chaos. And here's the twist. It looks like the heroes aren't just fighting each other. They're also up against an army of dooms. Yeah, you heard that right. What we thought would be Kang variants. Nope. It looks like it's multiple dooms. Almost like Ultron drones, but redesigned with Doom's hood and aesthetic. Could it be that in this universe Doom perfected Ultron and commands an entire Doom Legion? That's insane if true. In the background, we've also got Red Guardian, US Agent, this time not in the Cap suit, Cyclops in his classic comics costume, Beast and Daredevil in his red suit for season 2. We see Cassie Lang as Stature, Monica, Rambo, Human Torch, Nightcrawler, Gambit, even more mutants mixed in with the Avengers lineup. It really looks like Marvel's throwing everyone together. Heroes versus Doom's army. And did you notice? This Magneto doesn't look like McKellen. He looks like Michael Fassbender. So maybe we're getting both versions of Magneto. That would be nuts. Overall, the art looks a lot like what we saw in the build-up to Infinity War, which isn't surprising because Marvel's clearly trying to replicate that event movie magic. Splitting it into part 1 and part 2, bringing back the Russo Brothers, bringing back Robert Downey Jr., it's obvious they're chasing that same energy. Filming is already underway. Some actors have wrapped their scenes, and now it's just a matter of time until we see the first teaser trailer. So yeah, it's all exactly what we've been hearing about for months. For me personally, my hype level hasn't really changed. It's cool, it's exciting, but it's also exactly what I expected. Once I saw the Russos and Downey's names attached, I knew Marvel was going for another Infinity War Endgame style crossover. But still, I'm pumped to see it. Maybe the trailer will give us that "holy crap, I need this now" moment. But what about you guys? Did these posters raise your hype? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.